lately. I don't
And
know.
I think like W at that, I'm not sure like why he's also hyped. Okay, I haven't seen like all too much last year. Like last year was his year, right?
Yeah,
When he was like the
definitely.
upcoming guy that was like really sick with Unnet,
He was
and
the
we
only
were
one who was able to beat TH or Infi or Human Q.
okay, yeah, and we're also lacking of like really sick Unnet right
Yeah.
now, right? Because it's just good human players and maybe a solid Night Elf like on the top tier level.
Hmm.
But we're just lacking in like good players, and WF that was able to kill like at least the human players. I think it's good to have him around, but what I've seen from him personally was not like all too crazy.
Okay, I'll show you some replays where this is.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Foggy loses his Engine of War. Hawk pulled the creeps, and yeah, this throws him back a lot actually. Um, I was about to say about WFZ that he has the same playstyle as TED, but I think his micro is even better.
Okay.
He plays it so well. So yeah, definitely the best undead in the world by far. So yeah, Foggy lost his Engine of War. The creeping will be delayed, and no access to the shop early on. So, do you think this is already a game-winning move by Hawk to pull the
No,
creeps?
not at all, because you cannot really punish it. And the thing is, if you call militias and go over there, I tried it personally myself, like several times. If you try to tower rush this and think, okay, I'm ahead right now, I will just tower rush this guy. This is already over because his Ancient of War will be delayed, or he will go like for like Keeper of the Grove, because like a reaction to this could be a Keeper of the Grove, because you don't want to be tower rushed. But seriously, you just pull the creeps, and the Forest Troll Trappers just ensnare a few of your militias and stuff like that. They attack your footmen, and it's not working. So for that, I think for that regard, he will just do his normal kind of style. Okay, this is a little hurts a little bit for Mr. Foggy, because he will not be able to level 2. And Hawk even scouted this Hunter's Hall on the hill there. Really nice. He knows what he's up against. He knows what to do against that, most likely. I don't think it's a big downer, like lose your Ancient of War towards that. It happens from time to time. It's not like perfect opening for you, but doesn't change anything.
Okay. Well, he will be at level 3 a lot later, so more water elementals for Hawk in this one. I think it's kind of a big deal, but we'll see about that one. So the main target for Foggy is now to annoy the Archmage as much as possible to decrease his creeping, so he won't hit level 3 early on, especially if he goes what?
Yeah, and
Tree of
you
Life?
see, Foggy's preparing everything. He knows, okay, Hawk is going for an expansion anyhow. And this is really smart. If you know your opponent is going for an expansion anyhow, just build an expansion even before he starts building an expansion, because you know he won't punish it. If Hawk would go for a tower rush right now, this would be a different story. But he's going for the expansion attempt, and this is looking pretty good for Foggy. Like, at least I think so.
Yeah, well, with the expansion, that could definitely be a factor. But I think the Demon Hunter not being level 2, no evasion, that will hit him hard in this harassment. So mana burn kill maybe on the
Right
ogre.
now he even
No.
gets surrounded.
So
He got the
immediately.
item, but he didn't get the experience.
Yeah, I think once again pretty well done by Hawk. So he has all the time in the world setting up this expansion, but he's going the safe route, going tower first. He learned from his
I'm not
mistakes.
sure if the farm of Hawk in the base of Foggy can see the main tree if he's tacking or not.
Well,
So he doesn't know if he's tacking or if he's already like preparing some fancy kind of ancient protector rush.
me neither, but he is going for tier 2, and the expansion, of course, still in the works. But he will need some time to creep his natural expansion spot, so I think the expo of Hawk is safe so far. Boots for the Demon Hunter, there we go. And the Archmage, yeah, level 2 and a third.
Oh, perfect on the water elemental cast. He had like 126 mana and you need the 125. He used the water elemental, got burned for 1 mana.
Yeah. So yeah, another attempt of killing this expansion or delaying this expansion at all.
But this time he has to be really careful because he knows that when his Demon Hunter gets surrounded, it dies there. No much Town Portal, but the expansion of Night of Fire is already in place, already walking towards his his gold mine.
Yeah, this is gonna take some time though. And of course he has to run all the way back to creep it. Yeah, with the Huntress and the bouncing glaives, it's of course pretty easy to kill the workers, but no time for that. Hawk is defending his second base very well. So, yeah, the tech halfway done for Foggy, no tech for Hawk yet. And I think Foggy realizes, okay, I can't do shit against this expansion, let it go up, let me counter expand, and yeah, that's it so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good because also Hawk gives him the time right now. He sent one footman towards Foggy's base, but this footman is like hitting this moonwell like ever since he got there,
Yeah.
and he was not continuing like scouting, like looking for this Tree of Life and stuff. So he's not aware that there is a Tree of Life. Right now he found the Wind of Illusion, he's using it to scout a little bit more here. Pulling the creeps maybe toward the Ancient of War. Really smart here from Foggy, just started to build another Huntress so that the Ancient of War is not attacking the creeps. Because if the Ancient of War attacks the creeps keep attacking the Ancient of War. So this is a really small detail, but it's like worth mentioning, I guess. Yeah, and the expansions in place, Wisp being created. We also see like tier 2 tech already done. A lot of moonwells in place. Mana burn. Oh, almost a surround on the Demon Hunter. Pretty close there.
Yeah, and he at level 3 with his Archmage, level 2 Water Elemental is there, but Ensnare at the moment. No friends of the Water Elemental, the creeps are. So, yeah, nice timing for Hawk with his level 2 Water Elemental, hitting the expansion pretty hard, at least delaying it a bit. And here comes the Panda and Brewmaster, best friend of the Demon Hunter, to get rid of those annoying footmen at least. And yeah, the expansion is up, tier 2 is in progress for Hawk, and there's a blacksmith very early. So, Rifleman? Yeah, right?
No, it's normal timing, I guess. You need it, because you... Maybe he wants to go for the Rifleman that paid off like pretty good on Secret Valley. But I guess you just needed this is the perfect timing to build it, because you will need it anyhow for the workshop, and also for the upgrades. So, pretty normal, I would say. But still, a really nice aggression coming out of Hawk here, denying this gold mine for quite some time. Always nice to see that. We see Ancient of Laws being produced right now, and no T3 tech yet. What he has to do right now is, of course, creeping his Panda to level 3 as quick as he can.
Yeah, I think he got some good spots left. He has the laboratory, he has the mercenary camp, so that will definitely help. And the shop, of course, because he wasn't able to do it right from the start. Yeah, but
for some reason he keeps his Demon Hunter around.
Yeah, he wants level 3.
Ah, okay, yeah. But I think the level 3 Panda is even more important than level 3 Demon Hunter. But he finds himself a nice potion of invulnerability, Breath of Fire towards the creeps and also toward the footmen, and they are going, or they at least the plan of this go is to cancel the Ancient of Laws, but they are already produced and almost done, so I think he will lose a lot of footmen here, because the footmen, even though they might have defense, I guess they don't have defense.
No.
They are pretty bad against the bouncing glaives. They do so much damage against the footmen.
Yeah, he has no
And
defense.
also the Demon Hunter with 2 claws.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have defense because the Hunters have normal damage, not piercing.
Yeah, yeah.
Be the reason.
But it's not so, it's more about the attack projectile, I would say.
Okay.
Or is it about? I don't know.
No,
Can
I
you
think
bounce back caster attacks?
No.
Okay, then it's.
It's
It
about
might be
piercing
right
damage.
that it's piercing damage only that gets reflected. Never thought about that. And we see Naga second here for Hawk.
Oh.
Level 3 Demon Hunter with level 1 mana burn for some reason.
Yeah, that's really strange, right? He didn't
Maybe he
skill
didn't
it yet.
skill it yet.
Nope.
I will check. I also have his stream running. Maybe I can check it. No, he got his webcam in front of this skill, so you don't know what he skilled. But there's still 1 skill point left.
Okay.
He didn't skill mana burn yet. So he got level 2 mana burn.
Yeah, pretty strange, and he's still keeping his Demon Hunter around. Hawk in a good position to go for the creep check here, but the creeps ensnaring the 1 footman. Pretty unlucky for him. And yeah, the Panda and Brewmaster almost level 3. Potion of Greater Healing. Amazing items for Foggy coming from the
This
2
Demon
shots.
Hunter is going to slay this Naga. So look at this, together with the claws, the boots of speed, and the level 2 mana burn. This Naga is just, I don't know, like some kind of practice target. 1 HP.
What?
Oh, fuck.
There it is,
But
mana burn
nice.
kill.
And maybe he's even able to cancel the workshop here. Or kill the workers at least.
Yeah, one
I think
down,
it
one
looks
to
good
go.
for Foggy.
Yeah, that delays the mortar teams, of course, a lot. And now with the first giant, maybe he can pull out some more.
Here comes in one breath of fire towards the workers.
Yeah, but he has to be careful with his panda. Of course, there's no...
They still got a potion of greater healing.
Yeah, true.
One heal scroll right now. I think he wants to get the level 3 panda out of the Harris here. But it's looking good, yeah. Dispelling this water elemental gives him a level 3. And this is what a human player usually does not like, when you get pressured before you get your units out. And if the Night Elf is just standing in front of your production buildings, and every time a unit pops out, it gets attacked immediately. Especially mortar teams, because mortar teams for some reason move like retards. They have absolutely no idea where to move to. And also killing this workshop would delay the push a lot. And this gives him the time that he needs to prepare his army, get the bears in place. Also tier 3 tech almost through, already bears being produced. We see a lot of dispel going on to the water elementals. The Naga's already in danger again, being chased down by these heroes. We see a lot of damage coming out of this demon hunter. And I think maybe even the shrapnel, or not the shrapnel, but the projectile of the mortar could have killed this Naga, I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
But it's looking grim for our friend Hawk.
Yeah, it's looking absolutely horrible. Level 4 and level 3 on the heroes of Foggy. And only level 3.5 on the Archmage. And of course, he won't have any more mortar teams for a while. 50 food for him, but 1,000 gold for Hawk. He starts producing now like crazy. Breakers coming in, but he really needs this large army. T3 is done. I think the master upgrade for Foggy is done as well. No. This is strange. Not queued up. Okay, now it is. He changed his production bit.
He had a lot of units queued up, even so he got no more moon hits. But what he's not doing right now, maybe what he should be doing, because he got like the enough gold and also enough wood right now. Maybe construct 1 or 2 Ancient of War in front of your expansion and then start eating the forest again.
Yeah.
Because it was really smart against Agatha. I would like to see it again. Sometimes you have the time, sometimes your Ancient of War survives from the early game action. This time the Ancient of War died early on, so he is not able to have the Ancient of War in place. But I think it's a great tool to have around. So.
Yeah, that definitely helped him in this game, which we saw earlier on with crazy hero levels, I don't know, 7 and 8 or something on Demon Hunter and Panda.
Yeah, and Dark Ranger third.
Yeah, true. So, unit upgrades for Hawk. He has no lumber anymore, but 1-1 already on the breakers, 1-2 coming. So a lot of armor on these spell breakers. And yeah, the Naga finally level 2 with Rune Braces level 4 on the Archmage, so more mana regeneration. Mana Stone, perfect item for the Naga. But oh my god, Row of the Maggie for the Panda.
Yeah, Robo Magi for the Panda, also level 3 on the Panda, like we mentioned it before. We have level 4 on the Demon Hunter already. Ultra Vision being researched right now. Really important to have Ultra Vision after the third night. But still a good tool to have like the same vision that your opponent has, so you definitely have to go for that. I think you should use it a lot earlier. He's using it right now because he knows that it's so important. And what I would love to see, and I think what you would also love to see, is the Ancient of Wind in place for the Fairy Dragons that we saw in the last game on Last Refuge, and they do plenty of damage together with the Breath of Fire.
The MVPs of the last game just melting through the casters. And yeah, both players battling over this red spot. 76 supply for Hawk and 65 for Foggy. But Hawk is kind of retreating. He wants to fight in this narrow position in between the two trees or two forests here. But Foggy doesn't take the bait.
No, Foggy is staying in the position where he should stay, and he's doing this really smart. What he also should do is maybe killing his huntresses sooner or later, because they are pretty much worthless and just soaking up supply.
So Hawk gets the big red spot now. Overlord down. Ancient Django of Endurance.
Oh, really nice aura.
One of the best items he can find. More movement speed, more attack speed. And especially in
combination in right now.
Especially in combination with slow. This is a nice synergy with the advanced movement speed. So yeah, I think it's time for the fight. 80 food on both sides, 1 heal scroll, 2 heal scrolls for Foggy. He's super well equipped. Healing potion, mana potion, invu potion, anti-magic potion. He has everything he needs. And on the other side, Hawk, 1 heal scroll, 2 heal scroll. It's okay
Should
as
not
well.
fight there. He should definitely not
No,
fight there.
the worst position. Hawk.
Yeah, that will be a second expansion for Hawk, what we see here. Still no Ancient of Wind. I'm wondering why he's not using the Ancient of Wind. Because usually he does that and he also likes it. And we've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, well, he is on 80 food already. So...
Yeah, but the Huntresses, like I said, you have to kill these Huntresses. There's a time where they are pretty much useless. Yeah, and I guess he has to fight there. Like, there's no way. And he's also bringing Wisp for the detonate on the casters, or maybe just get rid of the water elementals pretty soon. Yes, nice detonation there. But this, yeah, it's not looking good for him. You see, this fighting position is not all too well for him. The water teams can hit the Dryads pretty hard. Some bears are even creeping. They decide to creep there. This is also a bad thing. The healing scroll being used. Everything's still in place. You see this wall that you just cannot cross, whatever you want to do. You cannot pass this. It's like Sparta. No chance. Like in the movie 300, you cannot pass.
Yep, yeah, this wall of breakers, man, like Gandalf, you mentioned it. You shall not pass. Fog Lightning coming in, double level up, 4 and 5 for the human heroes, and Hawk just with the best position possible. Demon Hunter has to use the potion of invulnerability. The mountain team's hitting so hard on everything that is there. The bears are just melting from the breakers and the mortars and everything. 2 bears down, 39 food for Foggy. Very impatient this fight was. There was no need for him taking this fight. He could have come up with a second expansion as well, creeping the red spot and then, yeah, make the game last longer, but nope. A little infantile, I guess, to push forward to this fight, and I really don't get why he took it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of tilt, like a tilt moment where you have absolutely no idea what should I do, like it's like, okay, whatever, I have to fight here. Yeah. Just go. And it looked like that, and in the end it didn't really pay off, so what he should be doing is like really get this kind of Ancient of Wind in place. And if you have the time, like if he's like sieging up there, this gives you some time. Like build an expansion, like you said it, build an expansion on the other side of the map and just get a second expansion in place, but at the same time try to go for Chimeras. Like Chimeras are the unit that crushes everything. Like they just fly in there, or they can even kill the towers from far and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's just a great addition to have like fairy dragons and then after that Chimeras in place, because they don't really care about position. They just fly over the forest, kill your mortar teams.
Yep, exactly. Especially in this position he fighted, that would be